Hi guys, this is Jimmy from Chaos Group and we have just released the third service pack of V-Ray 2.0 for 3D Studio Max. Like all service pack that we release, this one comes free and is full with all kinds of improvements and fixes. To see the full list of changes you can check the changelog, but in this video I want to show you a couple of improvements that we added to V-Ray RT. As you know, V-Ray RT is our interactive rendering engine that you can use to speed up the shading and lighting stages of your workflow. And it's very powerful because it can run both on CPUs and GPUs. And when running on GPUs, V-Ray RT used to only use OpenCL. Now, OpenCL is a platform that allows us to run V-Ray RT on any kind of GPU that supports OpenCL, and we are not restricted to only using it on CUDA. And this is a very useful approach because this actually allows our users to use whatever graphics card they want as long as the device supports OpenCL. In the new service pack, we have introduced a new engine to the V-Ray RT called CUDA, which, as its name suggests, only runs on CUDA-enabled graphics cards, but it will introduce a great deal of stability and improvements in terms of speed to all of the users who have CUDA-enabled devices. So let's switch to CUDA and see the performance. Just going to click Active Shade, and in this scene we have a model that you've probably seen before if you're a regular viewer to our channel, but I want to be able to just to show you the performance and the speed that you can expect when running V-Ray RT on CUDA. So we have the standard DLI setup, and you can use V-Ray RT obviously to do anything that you could do in the past. This time the only difference again is that I'm using a different engine which only runs on CUDA. So for example, let's adjust the lighting a little bit and make more of a sunset type of illumination in my scene. And I can also play with the shaders if I want to. So let's move in a little bit and pick a better view. Okay, so of course, like all the other engines, the CUDA engine will also support complex shading. So if we pick the shader for this, not the tire but the rim over here, you'll see that this actually uses the V-Ray blend material, and I'm using it to blend two different materials. So my base material is a simple metallic surface. I don't have any diffuse. I have blurry reflections, so I have reduced the glossiness, and I also have this gray color for reflections. And if I pick it and start to change it, you'll see that this immediately affects the shader, and I get this very quick preview, so I can very easily set up the shader this way. I can also move up, and the core material is just a simple reflective material. The interesting thing here is that I'm using a texture to blend the two materials. So if I enable this texture, click on it and play a little bit with this curve, I'm going to change the blending amount here, and I'm going to change the final look of the shader, so I can make it more reflective and I can see more of the top material, of the coat material. And this is also true, for example, for my car paint shader here that I'm using. This is again using a blend material, so if I zoom in here and select the color for the reflections, I can change the whole color of the car, and you'll see that I really get this nice fast preview, which is actually the same thing that is going to be rendered using the standard rendering engine. And so this is the CUDA engine, and another cool thing that we added is I'm going to show it to you now, but just going to stop the active shade for a second. So what I want to point out here is that I have this, actually this is a part of an animation, and if we bring out the production settings, you'll see that in the camera overrides I have enabled motion blur. So I've set up the motion blur already, and I'm going to go back to active shade, click RT, and then you see that we have this checkbox which says motion blur. So I'm going to enable it here and click active shade. Now what this will do is, as you can imagine, I'm going to render the image out with motion blur enabled. So this is the new thing, is actually the ability to render motion blur using V-Ray RT. And of course I'll get pretty much the same performance here, just a little bit slower because of the heavy motion blur that we have, but you can see that I can go on and pick, for example, the perfect position for a shot, or well, maybe not this one, maybe this one. And if I leave it like this for a couple of seconds, V-Ray is going to work on it. My graphics cards are going to get really heavily loaded, but it's going to clear out the image and produce a very, very high quality image. So these are pretty much the things that I wanted to show you. As you can see, we have greatly improved V-Ray RT, and you also have a bunch of different improvements. As I told you already, you can check the changelog and see those. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'm Dimitar Krastiv Jimmy, and I thank you for watching.